Are any of you horse riders? I'll tell you who's not an equestrian. This guy. The Furt and I, a few years ago, we traveled to Costa Rica. One of the things that we did while we were down there was horseback riding. In Costa Rica, a man of my stature, now I'm a short guy, I'm 5'6", but I'm sturdy, as you can see. I'm not the average size of men in Costa Rica, right? They called me Rambo. Like, at different places we went, it wasn't like they were talking to each other and saying, hey, Rambo's coming your way. No, they just started calling me Rambo. I mean, it's probably to do with these calves, I'm sure, but we were at this place and they said, has anybody ever ridden a horse? Maybe a couple people have ridden a little bit. And they looked at me, Rambo, you ever ridden a horse? Well, I didn't want to lie to the guy. It certainly wasn't worth raising my hand for, but I was like, I mean, I sat on one when I was like 3, and they led me around like a hopscotch circle, you know, like it doesn't count. The Rambo, you're going to ride this one. What did he say? It wasn't wonky. He said he's a little mad or something like that, but like wild mad. And I'm like, bro, I haven't really ridden a horse. You're Rambo. You'll be okay. What? They put me on this horse. I have never seen a horse be this much of a space butthole in real life. Like, I've seen movies. I've seen Yellowstone. I've seen rodeos before. I know how it goes. They put me on this friggin' horse, okay? And they kind of tell you, okay, if you want the horse to turn, you just pull this side of its, is that the reins? I don't know, the mouth strap, right? And if you want him to turn to the right, you pull this side. And if you want him to stop, you pull back, okay? And then if you want him to go fast, you just kick your heels into him. I'm like, this sounds really mean. The horse likes it. He likes to play. Get him, Rambo. All right. I mean, I'm a horse of a human, but this is an actual horse, bro. We get on the horses. And I figure, like, come on, this is a tourist attraction. It's got to be, like, OSHA approved, right? It's probably safe. How bad could this be? We all get on our horses. I don't want to sound like a douchebag when I say this, but I like to think sometimes that even with my first time doing stuff, I like to channel JK and, like, I'm pretty good. You know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty good at most things I do, even if it's the first time. I like to put that confidence into my brain. I'm not going to be terrible at this. I'm Roscoe. And I just get it in there. So we're on these horses. There's probably, I don't know, I'll say there's 8 of us. 2 coaches, and then the 6 of us turd biscuits. We don't know what the hell's going on. We're sitting on animals. We start to go down this dirt path, and it's a road. It's a dirt road, like a class 6. You should not drive on this road. And we're supposed to go down to like a waterfall. We'll go do some stuff, and then we'll come back to the ranch. It'll be great. We start off in just this little do-do-do, do-do-do. And I'm like, this is easy. Well, here comes the actual douchebag, this other American that's like, you know, I've ridden before. And he took his little sweater and he tied it into it, a little knot. And then he just took off. Bro, nobody cares. That's what I'm thinking in my head. But he was so smug, like in a bad way. You know what I mean? And he just took off. Well, my horse was like, bullshit, and just went. And I was like, oh shit, what am I gonna do? You think I'm gonna be like, Excuse me, tapping on the horse's neck, which is just this big and solid muscle. Excuse me, horse. So I was like, oh shit. So then I'm thinking, I'm scrambling through the Rolodex in my brain of all the movies and TV shows that I've seen of like how to ride a horse, right? So if you could freeze frame this moment, it's like the first 5 gallops when I realized this horse doesn't give a shit that I'm on his back. He's going. He's out to prove something to this other horse because they got beef, right? So here we are, and it's mid. Now, this is the point where I realize I have 2 options. Figure out how to do this quickly or die. Okay? So I'm like, Rolodex. And then I say, okay, well, I go back to some of the scenes that I've watched. I've seen Neverending Story a few times. Atreyu is a great rider. And I kind of zoom in. I'm like playing the movie in my head. And I'm like, okay, zoom in. What's he doing with his legs? Okay, he kind of keeps his butt up off the seat. Okay. And now I feel weird because in my memory, I'm like, well, Atreyu is probably not of age. And here I am staring at his butt on this horse. This is kind of weird, but nobody's ever going to know. And here I am telling you now, guilty, awkward. So I kind of back up. I'm like, okay, here. And I'm back into reality. And I keep my butt up. And I was like a champion. It was like I had ridden for years. And that horse was like, oh, you can handle this. And he just went faster until the point where, and we go right past the turd biscuit that had something to prove, and we just kept going. We turned a corner, and we were out of sight from everybody. The coaches, the whole group, that horse was going. Now I figure, if I get hurt, I'm hoping they're going to follow the path and they'll find me, right? If I come off this horse, like there's rocks, there's all kinds of stuff I could smash my face on. The horse keeps going faster and faster. And I finally decide, okay, I need to slow this dude down. So I got the reins and I give it a tug. Well, I don't want to hurt the dude, right? So I give a little tug. The horse is like, and just keeps going. I was like, oh no, this dude ain't stopping. So I give it one more, and I'm like, oh, and he's just shaking me off. And I can't, I don't want to hurt the guy, but I don't want to die. So I gave it one more, okay? Because I feel like maybe he slowed down a little bit on that last one. So I go, and I just pull. Let me tell you, this was the moment where I wish somebody had come around the corner, because I am not embellishing one bit when I tell you this horse stopped and went and stood up on his back legs with those feet up. And I was literally like, and I was hanging on for dear life. It was like if you could have caught a shot, it was a statue of Captain Roscoe on the horse. Oh, it was spectacular. And the horse came back down, and then he kind of chilled out a little bit. And I was like, okay, just chill out, bro. So I kind of just like kept tugging him to the left, and we were just kind of going in circles for a second. And I'm like, that's it. It's fine, buddy. Just stay right here in this spot, and eventually people will come back. And sure enough, here they came. Here comes the coach, just lollygagging along. Oh, hey, Rambo, did you have a good ride? Oh, it was great. I'm sweating. There's pee everywhere. I don't know if it's me or the horse. Be careful when you go horseback riding in Costa Rica. If you have large calves, do not show them. I think that's what got me that day. I survived the horsey, but I'll be damned if I'm getting on the back of another animal anytime soon. I don't care how big or small it is. I don't care if it's a hamster or a squirrel. Not today. Yeah.